Okay, let's have a look at this letter. It should be number 21, I think. As I said in the group, I'm pretty busy these days, lots of classes, so you won't be getting too many videos from me, especially when no one is doing anything for me. If I'm not getting any shares or likes, etc., then I'm just going to stop doing it, because what is the point? Anyway, however, that being said, let's have a look. So, don't really care case notes, I should say, but as I've said on several occasions, if you think about it, in reality, the reader of your letter, if it were in real life, would not have any case notes to refer to. That means, therefore, your letter must be logical and clear in laying out the purpose and the circumstances leading to you making your particular request. If I have to ask any questions about anything in a letter, you haven't done your job. Okay? If there's anything that's not clear and I'm asking, hey, when, how, where, what, why, if you have to do that, obviously something's amiss in your letter, in the organization part. Okay, so are they? Well, for first thing, I wouldn't put your reference as part of your opening. I'd put, RE should be a separate sentence. Are they Mrs. Sonia Kalesina? You can put an age there, or DOB. So that's what I would put in your reference. RE Miss Sonia Kalesina, I don't know. Age, I don't know, I've got no idea, 18, 56, etc. I mean, she's staying alone, her husband expired, presumably she's a pensioner, so I'm not quite sure, but anyway. And would she be like a miss? Because, if she was married, usually it's the custom to still keep your married name. So Mrs. etc. That's usually the custom and practice, especially for pensioners. They don't all of a sudden revert back to their maiden name if a husband actually dies. So, okay, anyway, so put your reference, put your DOB, there, right. So, reason for writing. I am writing to, now is it request? Presumably. Request, further care and assistance for Miss Kalesina, who underwent open bowel surgery and hernia repair and is being discharged today and is ready to be discharged. And is ready to be discharged today. Should be past tense. Okay, so I would do it like that, okay? Have your reference clear, then make your request, your purpose, make that clear. Writing to request, blah, 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 blah. Okay, she's staying alone. Well, is she staying or living alone? Because it's not quite the same thing. Staying implies it is temporary. Living is permanent. Miss Kalesina is living in Sydney. She's a widow. Is a widow. You don't have to tell us when he died, because that's not important. Is a widow, living alone in Sydney. You don't need to know when the husband died, that's irrelevant. Make that a single sentence. So, Miss Kalesina, I think it's Mrs., is a widow living alone and has only one daughter who lives nearby. Well, doesn't actually matter, only one daughter who lives nearby and is unable to look after the patient. Put who, your relative pronoun there. Who lives nearby and is unable to look after the patient. Okay. Was admitted in our hospital or into our hospital. Not done the pain constipation. Okay. Now, I would probably put the date on, don't know, the 1st, previous month, August the 31st or whatever the date might be. So put the date. Miss Kalesina was admitted in the hospital. An investigation, X-ray showed. Past tense. Well, right, the X-ray doesn't diagnose. How does that work? The X-ray doesn't diagnose anything. The doctors diagnose after looking at the X-ray. So, X-ray showed intestinal obstruction and hernia. Okay. So, you put something about the operation. So you haven't mentioned the operation here. So she was admitted, double pain, constipation, weakness, vomiting, X-ray showed intestinal obstruction and hernia. So presumably you operated and it was a success. And apart from that, what does that mean? Apart from that, you mean simply post-operatively. She experienced some mental problems, such as depression, childish behaviour. What exactly is childish behaviour? She experienced some mental issues, depression, mood swings, suicidal tendency, childish behaviour. Also, she was refused. Well, why is that passive? You mean she refused. Nobody refused on her behalf, so we wouldn't use that passive. She refused to take medications or her medications. Wound dressing has been done every 4th day. Okay, she wants to meet her daughter and is showing a lack of interest in grooming and personal hygiene. Miss Kalesina was recommended to visit social work certificate support. So now, what you have to do here, you have to restate your request or purpose. So, Miss Kalesina was recommended to daily support. I would appreciate it if, or could you please encourage her? You have to put something to lead in to that. She has to be a follow-up. She has to see a psychologist. Now, why is this date after this date? Doesn't August come before September? So is this supposed to be the 25th of September? Because it can't be the 25th of August, can it? Because that's before the operation. Your expertise. You mean your expert follow-up care and support. Why would it be commendable? That's not good as an adjective. Commendable? You mean I would appreciate it if you could, blah, 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 but we wouldn't say that. And why would you say that? Commendable? Well, I'm sure it would be, but that is meaningless. So, quite a few things to have a look at here, I think. Okay, I'll keep that short because I've got to go. I've got some classes beginning soon, so hope that helps, okay?